The school progress domain is the second of 3 domains established by House Bill 22. When we think about school progress, we think about the impact that schools are having on students. How much are they growing? House Bill 22 establishes 2 ways to evaluate this. Student growth, how much has each individual student grown academically over the last year, longitudinal student growth. While this is really good information to have, this metric has some limitations. Because there are no STAR tests until 3rd grade, we can't determine level of growth using this metric until 4th grade. And high schools have relatively few STAR tests, so it's not a very effective measure there either. Then we have relative performance, and it's a different way of looking at growth by comparing the performance of similar campuses against each other. So here are a few examples of how Part A works. The design of the new growth model is to reward students who achieve expected growth and also reward students who stay at the same performance level year over year even if they don't meet growth expectations. A student who is at the approaches grade level last year and achieves the meets grade level this year earns 1 point. A student who is at approaches grade level last year, stays at approaches grade level this year, but meets the STAR progress measure also earns 1 point. A student who is at approaches grade level last year, stays at approaches grade level this year, but does not meet STAR progress measure expectations, earns half a point for maintaining proficiency. And a student who moves to a lower performance level between years earns no points, with one small exception that we'll go over in a minute. We no longer award 2 points for exceeding STAR progress measure expectations. This is very different from what we've done in recent years. This is new this year. Take a look at Part B, relative performance. The second part of the domain is relative performance, comparing the student achievement domain score against the percentage of students who are economically disadvantaged, then comparing that performance against like campus types. When we compare performance of the green dot campus against the red dot campus, it looks like the green dot is outperforming the red dot campus in terms of proficiency, but is that really true in terms of the impact it has on students? If we draw a line of best fit, it turns out that each campus is precisely average for all elementary campuses in Texas. We know that generally, a campus with fewer economically disadvantaged students has higher levels of student achievement, and generally, a campus with more economically disadvantaged students tends to have lower levels of student achievement. So as we said, for high schools, districts, and K-12s, there will be 3 different indicators. There's STAR, there's college, career, and military readiness, and there's graduation rates. So let's take a look at how we're going to compute the college, career, and military readiness indicator. The denominator is annual graduates. Any student who accomplishes any one of those indicators is in the numerator. And all college, career, and military readiness indicators lag by 1 year, so all the CCMR data that we're going to be using for 17-18 accountability will actually be from the 16-17 school year. The indicators of college readiness are meet 3 on an AP exam or 4 on an IB exam, meet the TSI criteria in both reading and mathematics on the SAT, ACT, or TSIA, complete a college prep course offered in partnership between a district and a higher education institution, successfully complete a course for dual credit, successfully complete an on-ramps course, and that one we're not going to have in the first year of accountability because we won't have the data in time, earn an associate's degree, meet standards on a composite of indicators indicating college readiness. We're not sure exactly when that one's going to make it into accountability. We're still doing some research on what that composite of indicators might look like. There are 2 ways to indicate being career ready. The first one is to earn an industry certification, and we released the list of eligible certifications on August 21st. I believe there are 74 of them. And then you can be admitted to post-secondary industry certification program. We're not sure exactly when that one's going to be in accountability. Also, we're doing some more research on that. And to indicate military readiness, a student should enlist in the United States Armed Forces.